Formula One's pre-season testing is set to begin in less than 10 days, and just like last year, the spotlight is on seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. Now, 2024 was a forgettable year for Hamilton, but everyone decided to erase that in the hopes of a fiery red season in 2025. But the new simulation results show otherwise. Hamilton was placed in an F1 24 video game along with other drivers. The outcome of that has been shocking. According to the results, Hamilton will only finish 8th. And the championship will once again go to Red Bull's Max Verstappen, who will clinch his 5th title. The Ferrari that will get Red Bull a run, give Red Bull a run for its money rather, will be the one driven by Hamilton's teammate Charles Leclerc. This is what the predictions say. Hamilton is expected to only win one Grand Prix, the Canadian Grand Prix. 3 podium finishes is what we can expect, and a total of 170 points throughout the season. Not the kind of results Ferrari and Hamilton wanted to hear. So how does F1 24 really work? The F1 24 analyzes drivers from their past performances. The parameters, though, will not mimic the developments and performances of the driver through the season to the T. And since Sergio Perez's move was announced later, the simulation did not take his absence from Red Bull into account. Now look, more importantly, it is still only a simulation, an indication, a hint of what could be and how 2025 season could pan out for Ferrari, not what actually will transpire. Sure, it does calibrate a real-world system, but that is the thing about technology. It is but a replica of a copy of what can possibly be and will not be 100% accurate. Because what the virtual prediction doesn't consider and take into account is the champion mindset of an athlete. The kind of mindset that has won 7 world titles prior to this. One that can soak up all the pressure and can make split-second decisions that alters the course of a race. Sure, Hamilton's 2024 season did not quite go the way he would have wanted it to. Was an aberration, one of the rare years in an otherwise illustrious career. But despite all that, he won 2 races and finished on the podium on 5 occasions.
I'm sure there's a lot of bonuses with a lot of things going over to Ferrari. So there's a lot of reasons to be more motivated and be ready to go. It's Lewis, and I think anyone who doubts him is a bit silly.
And his rivals alone do not think Hamilton is bound to put on a great show at Ferrari. Hamilton seems to be in a place he truly feels he belongs in. He's happy, his mind is at peace, and he's looking for an exciting challenge coming up. That positive state of mind is bound to drive results his way because it is more than Hamilton's childhood dream coming true. He's now at a team where he's being heard, where his inputs as the most experienced driver on that grid matters. Reports say Hamilton has given his feedback on the initial test rides that he's been a part of. He's addressed issues that bothered him while he was at Mercedes, like sitting too far away from the steering last year, and these issues are being resolved here. It's a new bond, a brand new synergy and team, and no simulation can really match that renewed sense of energy that comes from a brand new relationship. Theirs is a partnership forged with hunger, of wanting that elusive title. Hamilton last won the Drivers' Championship in 2020. Meanwhile, Ferrari is desperate to end a title drought that started in 2008. They came close to it last year, only to lose out to McLaren by 14 points. One of the reasons why Ferrari are using simulators for Hamilton to forget what it is like to drive a Mercedes, to make him a Ferrari product whole and soul. Obviously, the F1 24 game did not consider these factors while computing what they believe will be the outcome of 2025 for both Hamilton and Ferrari. And where Hamilton is at currently is more about the mental attitude than the technical aptitude of fusing into a Ferrari. The question is, can Hamilton push his limits here? He's done it 7 times in his long career before. Can he do it again in Red?
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we've put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbours were the first to send this special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir in we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office, Prime Minister Modi. Divyan,
we were actually
how are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.